seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
On second down, here's the option. Pushing his way through. Still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now it's Herbert over the middle and caught by McConkey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chargers are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the 50, here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man here is Conklin. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. In motion goes the tight end. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Dissly. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this 1st half that's really giving him fits. Now Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun with ETN.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself. And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a 1st drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, They get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's second and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. ETN once more. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Lawrence. Flushed it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Herbert. The kidder here, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
eluding the pressure right. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Lawrence. This ball caught by Strange. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there, but they're across the 50 at the 48 now. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Lawrence to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Operating from the gun, Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run with Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Now it's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now a 3rd and 6. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Herbert. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Harris. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. The 20. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion, the tight end. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, and this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Herbert. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Jags. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 33-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Got an open man, it's Washington. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
A give, running right, ETN.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. In motion right is Thomas.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Herbert off of play action. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. From the shotgun, Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A short throw there to Strange. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, here's Harris. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
Oh, my God, I can't believe what I watched.
So for LA, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.